In 2009, I was originally diagnosed with cancer. It was testicular cancer. I had to get surgery, and it was 2 weeks prior to us getting married. So that in itself was a major body slam for us, having to go through surgery 2 weeks prior to us getting married. You know, you rely on the Lord for that completely. From that point, fast forward, you know, came back to Virginia. That's when we experienced the small group. Bob talked about resilience with the book and just bouncing back. I started feeling sick pretty much through the small group and went to go get a CAT scan, and they said I had a football-sized tumor in my stomach, and that my cancer had grown and metastasized into my stomach area. When we talk about blows and experiencing those life experiences, you just don't know what to say. I mean, I was just speechless and just afraid, fearful, discouraged. I had to listen actually to the voice of the Lord through my wife, and she had told me one thing that would stick with me to this day is, let's just take it one day at a time.
One thing, yes, what stuck with me is taking it one day at a time, but also that those who put their trust in the Lord will never be put to shame. And so just kind of daily walking through that, and no matter what we're seeing, just really holding on to that truth, not just that hope, but that truth. It's a truth.
Through all of the circumstances we were going through at the time, one thing that drew us closer to the Lord to kind of experience these things in a way that we could be thankful and could experience joy even through the heartache was worship. And I feel like the Lord is really developing and cultivating this spirit of worship within us.
We really realized that we can be thankful even through the hardest of times. And when we focus on what we're thankful for, it really truly gives our heart grace to see the Lord.
I just had met with a gentleman that I had spoke to during the cancer time. He also had the same type of cancer that I did. And you know, things are not going well for him. I had the chance to share Christ with him during this time, and we've bonded together. I realized that, you know, in these circumstances, no matter what you do, you can glorify the Lord, and His name can be glorified, even in the worst of situations.
We have to really focus on the day-to-day, the grace that we have available today. It's His good pleasure to watch us bounce back, to help us bounce back. He does it before we even realize it's happening.
For my reward is giving glory